Hey everybody, Stephanie here. I wanted to go over today on things that we can and cannot control. And a lot of times when we understand the two, we actually can help ourselves from developing stress and anxiety. So one of the things that let's talk about first is things that we can't control, things that are out of our control. One of the things is people's opinions. People are always going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to have their own thoughts of what they believe and what they don't believe, and that's okay. And we should allow them to have that opinion. Allow that opinion to be theirs. It's theirs to keep. It's not yours to keep. So you can't change someone's opinion. You can give insight and have them think, but you don't change their opinion. Allow them to do that on their own. Others people's actions. You can never control what someone wants to do. If they are destined to do something, they're going to take action and do it. You might be able to try to convince them not to do something, or might give them great advice on why they shouldn't do something, but you can never actually control what their action will or will not be. So allow that person to take whatever action is it that they think is right for themselves, and hope that it's the best. Another thing is the past. We cannot do anything about our past except for maybe learn from it and heal from it. So our past is our past. We allow that page to turn. We focus on what today brings and how we can make today a better day. The boundaries of others. It does not matter what others say or want, but if they have a boundary, you don't cross that boundary. You allow that boundary to be there and you accept it because that's their own. And if it's something that you feel like you can't stand the fact that they have this boundary, then it might be something that you have to remove yourself from. It might be someone that you can't actually talk with or be with or hang around with, because that boundary is there for a reason. That's for themselves. As for your own boundary, you should have your boundaries, and they shouldn't cross those either. More about that in a second. And then we have what happens around you. So it doesn't matter how you go to the store, when you go to the store, who you're around, or whatever comes on the news. The things that happen around you are not because of you. You can't control that. So let's say, for instance, you're at a store and someone throws a big old crazy fit and they start throwing all these things on the floor. That is not in your control. That is in their control. They are doing what they're doing if they decide to act crazy. Another thing is what happens in the future. What you're doing today and living in this present moment is what you should be concerned about. As for your future, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen in the next hour. You don't know what the future will tell or the future will hold. The only thing that you could do is make this current moment that you're living in right now the best as possible as you can. How others treat you. You can't control a person. If a person wants to be negative towards you, they're going to be negative towards you. If a person wants to talk mess to you, they're going to talk mess to you. The best thing for you to do is you turn away, you walk away, and you ignore it, and you leave it alone. And you don't allow it to control or affect you. Don't give that person the power of controlling your emotions. So, another thing is the outcome of your efforts. No matter how hard you do something, how much you work at something, you cannot control the actual outcome. It's like a person that goes to the Olympics and they're constantly training every single day over and over and over again, and they press so hard to be number one, but they come out to be number 5. That doesn't mean that whatever they put into it wasn't good enough. What it means is that they just couldn't control the outcome. They got to the place that they were at because they got to the place they were at, and they should be proud of that outcome. But you could not control it and be like, I'm going to be number 1 and that's how it is and no one's going to take that. You just can't control that. You could do the best that you can to get there, and that's understanding the difference of that. So what are things that are in your control? Your boundaries. Let's go back to that. Your boundaries are for what you want, for your desires, for your control, for yourself. It does not matter what other people want or need. It is for you. So if you set a boundary and that person passes or makes you feel awkward in some way, they crossed a line. And it is important that you also speak about it. It's like, this is my boundary. I honestly do not want you to come and cross my boundary. Please respect my boundary. And if a person can't respect your boundary, that person does not need to be in your life. Just remember that. You come first. Another thing are your thoughts and actions. You are in control of your own thoughts and your own actions. So for instance, if someone is making you feel bad, you are in control of feeling bad. Even though they might have said something negative towards you, how do you take it? It's your action. Are you the one that's going to go and punch them in the face? That is you taking action. They're not going to go up to you and grab your hand and say, punch me in the face. So remember that you are in control of your own thoughts and your own actions. You are in control of your own goals. Your goals are important to set. They're important to keep just for your own personal good. It doesn't matter what anybody says or wants or thinks. It is up to you to be able to do that because you are in control of your own goals. And also, one of the best things I say that you are in control of is the way that you speak to yourself. I honestly have to say that you need to be speaking to yourself in the most positive, loving way possible. You are the main person that's going to love yourself the most. It doesn't matter. You will be the one to love yourself. So when you tell yourself, oh, I'm enough, I'm good, I'm happy, I'm proud, all of that is so important for you and your brain and your soul. And then you have you pretending or acting or saying jokingly, oh, I'm an idiot. Well, your brain actually thinks that you're calling yourself an idiot, even if you're saying it jokingly, because it doesn't understand the difference. So the next time you want to say something to yourself, be kind, say good things, be thankful, have gratitude for the things that are in your life. And just remember that you take one foot forward, one step at a time, and you understand the two between what you can and cannot control, and you'll be in such a better place when it comes to your stress and anxiety. So again, I just wanted to go over some of those things. If you're someone that's needing some assistance in that, please feel free to give me a chat or send me a message below, or even going onto my website and booking an appointment. Y'all have a great one. Bye.